My name's Jenna, and I'm with Tim Dunham Realty. I live in Brunswick. I've always lived in the area. I absolutely love it here. I always tell everyone that I would never move. Well, I grew up out in the woods of Durham, so life was pretty just free. I was a lot just playing outside and really enjoying the forest and being just a flower child, basically. I have a couple camps actually in Maine that have just been passed down through family, so I really like to camp and go just out. One of my camps is in Carthage in the mountains, and it's just no water, no electricity. It's just woods, and it's so peaceful and just so beautiful. I love being out there. And then we have another place on the lake, and that's just boating and, you know, water skiing and swimming and just being with family. It's really fun. Yeah, so I've always had a dream of having, you know, this big estate and just creating spaces for people, and just, you know, I studied design a little bit as well, so I've always been in the housing industry. I've always enjoyed it. I cleaned houses, I did landscaping, I just kind of always been in somewhere in it, and I feel like this real estate has kind of been that next step along my career path to just go down a different avenue of the real estate industry or the housing industry, just to learn a little bit more and help people find their home and their space and create that dream that that space that they've been wanting to be in for themselves. Just help people get there. You know, I like to tell people that, you know, what's around here and what can you enjoy, and walking trails over here, restaurants here, you know, there's different things to enjoy. Everyone likes different things. I think because it's so far off the grid, you know, we're so far away from the city life, and, you know, Portland is like the biggest city that we have. It's really not that big of a city compared to the rest of the country. You know, there's still space to breathe, and people now that they're realizing that they don't need to go to the office or they don't need to be in a certain place every day, they can just work from whatever, and then they can just walk out their backyard and be in nature. They can just have more space to be, kind of just become a new way of life. There's more forest, there's just more places to go and venture out to and just kind of relax. It's more of a relaxed, easygoing state, I think. Yeah, so I am in Brunswick, so I'd like to stay somewhat in that area, but you know, I'd go south to Portland. I know the Portland market's a little bit flooded. I'll probably stay a little bit north of Portland, and then up the coast I'd like to stay in, and, you know, inland a little bit. I'm not afraid to drive somewhere. I have some people who are interested in camps and being on the water, so I want them to be able to look all the way up into Moosehead if they want, or, you know, these lakes that are all over. Because that's what I would want someone to do for me. If I really liked someone, I'd want to work with them. I'd want them to help me wherever I was looking to go. And I think it benefits you to see the state. There's so much out there that, you know, maybe realtors stick to one area because they know that area well, but if you don't go and see the rest of Maine, you'll never know what's out there. I think the biggest thing, and this might be a little bit more personal, is just the freedom, you know, just working for myself and being able to market myself how I want to and be creative as I want to. Just being in the housing industry, really. It's another thing for me. I love learning new things, so it's kind of brought me into a new space, basically. There's a couple things that kind of feed into my inspiration, is one of them being just my own inner drive and my own inner dreams and those goals that I have that just kind of keep pushing me forward. And I like to see other people and what they're doing out there. That really inspires me, and how they've created their own way of being and doing, you know, in the housing industry, like even just like florists and designers and landscapers and carpentry and woodworking, all these people that have created something for themselves in the housing industry, and that all pushes me in a way to create what I see in my mind, or what I saw as a little girl, to create in the Maine market. And I think, as I said, real estate has kind of been, or just as being a real estate agent, it's been a step for me to learn something new on my way to whatever it is I'm doing next. I'd like them to know that I'm here to help them, and I'm a genuine person. I'm just like them, you know. I'm ready to work hard. I'm really good at finding the answers to things, or finding things. I'm really good at researching and really keeping on top of things. I really care about people, and I like to help people see the potential in things. I can really adjust to whatever it is that someone else is looking to find or looking to do, or, you know, just switching my gears so that I'm able to help them in the best way that I can. I'm Jenna Compeau, and you're watching Connect Sessions.